Welcome back to About Crimes. Wade Wilson, his face a canvas of Nazi tattoos, barely blinked. He sat in the courtroom, a chilling tableau of hate. No emotion crossed his features as the verdict echoed through the courtroom. Guilty. 2 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of premeditated murder. The air crackled with tension, the jurors' faces grim, reflecting the brutality of the crimes they had just judged. Wilson, a man of just 30 years, had extinguished 2 lives. Christine Melton, 35, and Diane Ruiz, 43. Their faces, full of life in photographs, haunted the courtroom. They were mothers, daughters, friends. Now they were memories, forever silenced by a man consumed by darkness. The courtroom held its breath. This was just the beginning. The jury had spoken, finding Wilson guilty, but the true weight of justice, the sentence that would seal his fate, hung heavy in the air. Life or death? The question resonated, echoing the silent screams of the victims. Christine Melton loved to sing. Her laughter could fill a room. She had a smile that could light up the darkest night. On October 6, 2019, that light was extinguished, strangled in her own home in Cape Coral, Florida. Diane Ruiz, a mother of 2, was known for her kindness. Hours later, Wade Wilson offered her a ride. He strangled Diane, her pleas swallowed by the night. Then he ran her over. 2 lives taken in a whirlwind of violence. 2 families forever shattered. Assistant State Attorney Andreas Gardner, his voice a mix of sorrow and steel, painted a picture for the jury. He spoke of the brutality of the murders, the sheer savagery inflicted upon the victims. He spoke of the lack of remorse in Wade Wilson's eyes, the chilling indifference to the suffering he had caused. The evidence, presented piece by piece, was damning. DNA evidence linked Wilson to both crime scenes. Witnesses placed him at the bar with Christine Melton on the night of her murder. Security camera footage showed his car near the spot where Diane Ruiz was last seen alive. The prosecution rested their case, the weight of the evidence heavy in the air. The jury, visibly shaken, had to decide the fate of Wade Wilson. But even more importantly, they had to deliver justice for Christine and Diane. The defense of a damaged mind. Lee Hollander, Wilson's attorney, faced an uphill battle. The evidence was overwhelming, the crimes horrific. He knew he couldn't erase the past. Instead, he focused on the man himself. He spoke of Wade Wilson's troubled childhood, the abuse, the neglect. He painted a picture of a young boy, lost and broken, turning to drugs as a way to numb the pain. He called to the stand expert witnesses who testified to Wilson's history of mental illness, his struggles with addiction. They spoke of a mind clouded by trauma, a brain wired for chaos. They argued that Wilson, in his drug-induced haze, was incapable of understanding the consequences of his actions. Hollander's plea was impassioned, a desperate attempt to elicit a flicker of empathy from the jury. He wasn't asking them to condone Wilson's actions, but to understand the broken man behind the monstrous deeds. He asked for mercy, he asked for life. The gavel falls. The jury deliberated for 3 days, their faces etched with the weight of their decision. The courtroom held its breath as the verdict was read: death. Wade Wilson, his face an emotionless mask, showed no reaction. The families of the victims, tears streaming down their faces, embraced. Their fight for justice was over. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Thank you for watching this video. Take care.